Okay. Can everybody see me? Fantastic, fantastic, fantastic. Can y'all see me? Somebody shout and and tell me y'all can see me. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Fantastic, fantastic. Okay. We figured it out. We figured it out. Okay, y'all, we have an amazing, amazing, amazing spiritual time this evening. Amazing, amazing spiritual time. What's going on, Ace Anam? What's up? Yes. Jada Walker, how you doing? Baba Bakari, what's going on, dude? What's going on, dude? Yes, 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 yes. Miss Kishana Poteet Brown. Folks don't know who you are, but they're going to in a minute. Mama Norman, how you doing? Yes, yes, yes. Malone, what's going on, dude? Yes. Obata, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Oh, yes, 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 yes. I love y'all so much. I love y'all so very, very much. Yes, yes, yes. Kelile, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. Yes. Justina, I love you. I love you. Kelly Smith, I love you. What's going on, Muthoni? Love you, sister. Love you, love you, love you, love you. Mama Janice Habersham, you are the best. You're the best. You're just absolutely the best. Obata, you are the greatest. Thank y'all. Thank y'all for being here. This evening, we're talking about the birth of Nzinga. I talked about Ndugu last week, the birth of Ndugu. We're going to talk about the birth of Nzinga tonight. And we have the two sisters who came and asked for Nzinga to happen. They are on here and they about to talk to us. What's going on with Gaye? Yes. Kenneth Hammond. Yes, my brother. How you doing, man? Love you, love you, love you, love you, love you. Absolutely love you. Yes, Mama Rose. How are you? How are you? Yes, Mombe Banga, I love you, I love you, I love you. I appreciate you. Absolutely. Y'all are so awesome. Y'all are so amazing. Thank you, thank you, thank you tremendously, y'all, for just being so wonderful and for coming in and checking me out every week. Rhonda, what's going on? Eunice, how you doing? Uizeye, what's up, what's up, what's up, what's up? Yes. Y'all, something very different today. Last week, we were talking about institution building, right? The joys of institution building, some of the challenges of institution building. And I talked about the birth of this very, very great institution called Ndugu and Nzinga. Ndugu was birthed a year earlier because when I first got to Clark Atlanta University as a man, certainly, I believed that I could do male rites of passage because I had studied that. I did not believe I had the wherewithal to do rites of passage for women. And so I just did the boys the first year. Right? Then two sisters came. Two amazing, amazing, amazing sisters came. What's going on, Kontiki? I love you, man. Yes, Brasilia. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Love y'all. Becca Timbe, what's up? Two amazing sisters came and said, hey, why can't the sisters do it too? And I said, well, listen, we need to find some women who might be able and willing, to help us do rites of passage for women. I certainly didn't want to think of myself arrogant enough to do both. And so these sisters said, well, let's start looking. Two amazing young ladies, amazing, 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 amazing young ladies. Again, who you're going to hear from in just 2 minutes here. Yes. Hey, y'all, come on in, come on in, come on in. Y'all jump on in. I'm going to bring them on screen in just 1 second and you're going to absolutely get to hear from them. So thank you all tremendously. Thank you. Thank you. Ruby Griffin, what's going on? Everybody get on in. I'm just trying to give folks time to get in. Yes. There. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. I believe we're all right. I think we're doing good. I think we're doing good. Yes, 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 yes. And so we did this very amazing thing, these sisters and I, birthing this community. But I do want to absolutely give credit where credit is due. These sisters, Asitu and Ndaye, again, whom you're going to meet in just a moment because they're already in the waiting room. They're already in the waiting room. They are already in the waiting room. These two sisters came and said, let's do something similar for the sisters. And these sisters are amazing. And they're going to tell that story of how and why they even came and asked for it. And so this is going to be remarkable, remarkable, remarkable. This is history. This is literally history. This is her story, if you will. Absolutely. Come on in. Jessica, how you doing? Mombe, what's going on? Joseph, what's happening? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Yes, 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 yes. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Thank y'all so much. Thank y'all so much. Woo! Y'all are so awesome. Y'all are just so absolutely awesome and just so fantastic and just so amazing. You really, 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 really are. I thank you for y'all being here and I thank y'all for being just so excited about this. We built an institution. Did you hear me? We have built an institution, and it's something. Oh, Melika, how you doing, my sister? I love you. I love you. I love you, and all the work you have done building an institution called Giwa and Mati. Yes, 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 yes. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So again, without further ado, I want to bring forth these two sisters, and I'm going to introduce them to you, but I want you to see them and see their beautiful faces, and I want you to understand that they are two black women to whom we owe a huge debt. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, Asitu, and Ndaye. Ah! Oh my God. Oh my God. What's up? Oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness, you had us over here sweating. We said, Lord, did Mama do this before? What's going on? It's sick as
No, it's crazy. It's just crazy. It's just absolutely crazy. It's absolutely crazy. And what's even crazier is that you two have made history in ways that most people will never truly understand. Right? They'll never truly understand the magnitude of who you are. For some reason, hold on. Yes. Let me record. Let me definitely do that. Hold on. Let me record. Okay. I'm recording now. I am recording right now. And ladies, what I want to do first is thank the two of you for the magnitude of what you did, for the magnitude of the dream you two had to make sure that women got a chance to have the rites of passage just like anyone else, right? And I want to really make sure that you two are clear, right? That I praise you, I thank you, and I really, 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 literally, quite literally glorify you for the work that you all did and the dream that y'all had. And the dream that we all had in so many ways. You two were so brilliant. And of course, the fun we had, we'll never be able to tell everybody. We probably shouldn't even tell everybody, right? But what I want to do is close my mouth and give y'all a chance to walk us through, if you will, the birth of Nzinga. And talk real loud so that we can be sure to hear you really, 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 really good. So ladies and gentlemen, Asitu and Ndaye Isoke.
Well, I'll start first. A lot of people don't know that Asitu and I were friends in high school.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we met actually in Los Angeles. Mm-hmm. We attended the same high school. Mm-hmm. It was a performing arts high school. Uh-huh. And we were both vocal music majors. So we worked together on a lot of programs, and we were both very involved. Asitu was very involved with student council, and we worked on Black history shows. And, so we had that kind of, we had some synchronicity already.
Right.
So it was actually Asitu's idea to come to Clark Atlanta to school.
Okay.
She reminded me recently that I was on my way. I think she said the Bowie or Howard or something. I don't know where I was. But she insisted that we go to Clark.
Ashe.
Clark Atlanta. So we made our little way down there together. And I joke with her and I say, between Different World and Arrested Development, the group Arrested Development,
yes,
I was convinced by those two, that's our era, we aging ourselves. I was convinced and encouraged to go down there. So we were roommates in college at Ware Hall at Clark Atlanta University. You said our room was 215, Asitu?
Yes, room 215.
So
room 215.
Yeah, so we had that love and that friendship, and we brought that with us to Clark Atlanta. We brought our love for Black people. We brought our Pan-Africanism with us because we were both very involved. in school with all kinds of projects and things. So we brought that with us. And what we found when we got here was a sea of other Black people that had the same love.
That's right.
And so it was an amazing time to be a young person of color in America and to be a part of that migration that was coming back to the South.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, and we both were majoring in English. We had a lot of parallels. So
right.
Asitu and I were very, very kindred in that way. But go ahead, Asitu, talk a little bit about, you wanted to say something about other things.
Yes, absolutely. Another thing I was going to say is that, you know, at that time, 1993, 94, you had the Olympics coming in 96.
96, right.
So a lot of people were looking forward to the Olympics. They were looking to get jobs after graduation. And there was just that draw to Atlanta, and everybody was just swarming to Atlanta at the time. You had the National Black Arts Festival. You had just everything just happening and bubbling in Atlanta at the time. So it was just a great time to be there. A great time to be creative, to be young, to be Black, all of that at the same time. So it was great.
Yeah, I think both of us, we went natural before it was either when we were leaving to go to Atlanta or when I had cut my hair senior year before I came to Atlanta. And I had all of these kind of hang-ups about how it was going to be perceived. Of course, when I got to Atlanta, I was like, oh, this is my tribe. I fit in here. I mean, everybody's natural.
Yes.
And, I think we both kind of went through a transformation like that.
Yes. And let me tell y'all on this Zoom, there are a gazillion people. Becca Timbe is saying, "Hey, Asitu, Baba." All these Babas and Umis are saying, "Look at these ladies. They look regal. Y'all look like you did 20 years ago." Now, come on now.
I mean, praise God.
Listen, so keep on going, please. Continue.
Well, you want to say something, Asitu? She may have a little bit less. So I'll continue and she'll join back with me. So actually, I met Dr. Black first in my freshman orientation class.
Yes.
Making everybody learn all 3 verses of Lift Every Voice and Sing, stressing us all out. And I remember just seeing this energetic young man with these long locks, with this kufi on.
Yes.
And I thought, who is this person? This is just way too much energy. Way too much energy for freshman orientation. And I noticed that he had a very special relationship with some of the other students in the class, the male students. And I noticed that there were some special handshakes and some special, you could just feel the energy and the spirit was something special.
That's right.
And me never want to be left out of nothing. I was like, well, what is all that specialness? I need to know what is that?
Yeah.
And so we began this conversation, and you had already started in Dugu the year before. And so that conversation went to another conversation, and I think it's safe to say that the love for music was definitely something too that connected us with you, Dr. Black.
Yes.
It was like a soulmate kind of thing.
Absolutely.
We did so much artistically together, the 3 of us as well, in addition to talking about nation building and stuff like that.
That's right.
So it was after I had Dr. Black as my freshman orientation teacher that I ran back to Ware Hall. Girl, you gotta meet this man. Girl, and he got this. So she was like, what? I gotta meet him. So she ended up actually having you. I'll let you go into when you met Dr.
That's
Black.
right.
Yes. I registered for your freshman English class.
That's right.
And that's when we really connected. And you gave me the assignment to write a novella.
That's right.
And that's when the novella True Revolutionaries Die at 39 came about.
Beautiful.
And yes. And I think you still have a copy of it.
I do.
Only copy. My own copy. You still have it. But yeah, my love for writing grew. My love for just everything creative grew. And we just grew so much that spring. And Ndaya and I ended up going to the crossing in Ndugu that spring.
That's right.
And when we saw the crossing, it just sealed the deal. it just sealed the deal.
Wow.
We were both in amazement, just like, who is this group of men who are going through a rite of passage, who are growing with these principles, who are loving on each other, who aren't calling women out of their names.
That's right.
Who are doing all these things, what we perceive to, at that time, and still today, doing it the right way.
That's right.
And so, and now you can pick up there.
Yeah, so of course, like I said, Asi2 and I both, I think it's safe to say, I don't know we're both pretty fiery.
Right.
And so we immediately were like, because we had already established this relationship with Dr. Black as our professor, but also too, Dr. Black was young. Dr. Black was the youngest doctorate
That's right.
professor that we knew. He was so 27.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
And so he was very much in his own way and in his spirit, kind of like a peer, not in a disrespectful kind of way, but in a very kindred kind of way. So we had really developed this very, some tight social bonds. And so then the conversation became, okay, so where's the women? It was almost automatic. Like,
that's
we
right.
know that the women one is coming, right?
Right.
And Dr. Black was, was very much like, well, that's not really my wheelhouse. I don't think it's appropriate for me necessarily to be spearheading that. So from that, the charge kind of came like, if this is something that you all want to see happen and you think needs to happen, you all are going to have to do the work. So you're going to have to, lay the groundwork. And so that's where it started.
Yeah, absolutely. The one thing I do want to add that I think is so important is I certainly was willing to walk with sisters. The thing I did not believe, and things so many kind of black revolutionary organizations in Atlanta didn't believe, is that a man had any business over rites of passage concerning women, right? And back in '93, that was a tough thing and a tough place to be. And of course, it's so different now. But at the time, I caught hell for so many things, concerning the birthing of Ndugu and Nzinga. And I was and I was certainly willing to find a woman too. And remember, we looked for them.
We did. We approached many women.
That's right.
We approached, and a lot of women who were African centered.
That's right.
Were, all about women.
That's right.
They just weren't willing.
That's right.
That type of organization.
That's right. That's right.
Take on so many responsibilities that would come with leading an organization such as ours.
That's right.
And you want to...
Okay. So what kind of consecrated the beginning of Nzinga was a naming ceremony. There was a conversation with the three of us, like, okay, we've reached out, we've done our due diligence, we've looked for some female elders, and we really haven't been able to find anybody that's willing to make that level of commitment. And so Asi2 and I are like, we got to do this. We have to make it happen. Right. And so to kind of to consecrate that beginning, Baba said, okay, well, we have to do a ritual.
That's right.
Of course, we know in Nzinga and Ndugu and in most things Pan-African and Afrocentric, rituals are how we define and how we frame what we're doing.
That's right. That's right.
There was a ritual that happened right in the, what is that? The quad.
The quad. That's right.
Between Morehouse and Clark.
That's right.
And Asi2 and I, we tried to recollect this. So there was some Adebayos present.
That's right.
Who did you think was there, Asi2?
It was Damani, Agbo, and Abosi.
Okay.
Abosi. And yes, I remember that almost like it was yesterday. We were all together and we held hands, and Daya and I, and we repeated each other's names.
That's right. That's right.
And I remember later that night, it was beautiful. And I was like, so do you remember the moon position? What? I'm like, no, I don't remember any of that. I remember specifically going home to Ndaye. She was living in the west side of Atlanta near West End. And we went back, and I remember thinking to myself, so how do I spell my name again? Asi2. We hadn't received our last name yet, but Asi2, is it OSS, ASSITO. How do you spell it? How do you spell it? But it was just beautiful, just having that name. And so when we received our names, we got the meaning of our names. Asitu means she who sees with 3 eyes.
Yes.
And Ndaye means the one who consistently strives for self-mastery.
Yes.
And I just thought, and Ndaye can speak to this as well, that those names were specifically meant for us. Spirit gave us those names.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And they have really manifested themselves consistently throughout our lives these years as we've lived on, from beginning to now.
Yes, yes.
And so it just was wonderfully given to us.
It was designed. Absolutely.
Designed.
Absolutely.
Yeah, wonderfully designed.
It was definitely divine, and libation was poured, and Dr. Black, when everybody knows when Dr. Black gets into his zone, when he's being used by spirit. And so it was a very significant moment, and you could feel the energy being opened up.
That's right.
So it really was, in my recollection, I do really identify it as a consecration. This was like, we are going to open up this ground and we're going to start planting some seeds. So
yes.
That happened. That ritual with Asitu and I, that occurred in the summer of 94. Yes. And so the fall, so we had to wait for everybody to come back.
That's right.
Fall for us to then begin to do some of that additional legwork. So doing sister talks and promoting and hanging up posters and trying the recruitment part. So the recruitment part, it was interesting. I asked Asitu, I said, did we have any strenuous requirements? She was like, girl, no, we ain't had no requirements. If you black and you're looking for an alternative from the Greek experience and you're looking for a sisterhood, then come on, and let's see if this is for you.
That's right. That's right. The thing I remember that I do want to say that I do think is important is we met consistently.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It wasn't you could come every now and then. No. Yeah, you had to be there.
No, we did. We met consistently. And we had all kinds of wonderful rituals around that sacred, beautiful tree that was there up at Clark, Atlanta. But the process began. So we started recruiting sisters, and then so the line went live fall of 94.
That's right.
Yeah,
that's right.
Fall of 94. Yeah, and so Asitu, talk to us a little bit about some of the rituals that you remember.
Oh, Lord.
Showcase broke ground on, like the 48 hour.
Well, we had a lot of rituals.
We did.
Yes, we did. 48-hour ritual being the icing on the cake. And we had the Baka Mama Bird lesson.
Yes.
Which was just phenomenal. The power of chakras, which was, really just life-changing. I still see sisters talking about the power of chakras to this day. In their Facebook posts, we have a sister who does chakras for pets, and just, the power of Nomo.
That's right.
One thing that was significant for me at our 48-hour ritual was when we ran our race and we passed the baton.
Yes.
It gives me chills to this day.
And we still do that 30 years later.
Are you serious?
Yes, every journey does it.
Yeah. As we should. Because, we stand on each other's shoulders. Everybody who comes next is standing on our shoulders. And we are passing that baton. We are still passing that baton, and we are moving forward, and we are passing on legacy. And it just was so significant. I remember how we were screaming for each other just to run that race, and keep going, keep moving, don't give up, keep going. And our legs were tired. We wanted to pass out and faint, but we kept going.
That's right.
And that's what our ancestors did for us, and that's what we're doing for our children. And so for their children and their children and their children. And so, that was one of the most significant and life-changing for me. It keeps me moving forward.
Yes.
So, and the Mama Bird lesson, I don't know if any initiates now have gone through that.
Yes.
good.
Yes.
Good.
Yes.
But that mama bird lesson was life changing as well. You know, you're considering, you know, the sacrifices that mothers make for their children, and the choices that we have to make for our children. Just the lessons on humility, wisdom,
Forgiveness.
nurturing.
Yes.
You know, all of those lessons are just wrapped up together in who we become as women. And I think that each Isoke has made a path for themselves. Each woman in Nzinga has made a path for themselves with every lesson, with every conversation, and with every relationship, and have made a difference in the environments that we have gone into through Nzinga, and
Absolutely.
through the life that we've lived, through the legacy of Nzinga.
Wow.
Yeah. And I want to go back. We skipped something also too. So because I know some of the viewers want to know. So how did we come up with the name Nzinga? I think it's probably kind of obvious, you know, when that we were charged with that responsibility of naming the group, Asitu and I. And so we kind of went back and forth over a name, and then we drew Baba into the circle. And, you know, like I said, because Asitu and I brought this love of Black people and Pan-Africanism with us, of course, we were very familiar with, you know, the Angolian warrior Nzinga. And so it kind of was like a no-brainer, like, okay, both of them start with N.
Right.
Have the same 3 syllables.
Right. I remember that. Yes.
Bringing this feminine warrior in. What? Oh, it's okay. Okay, so we
yes.
Right.
We figured that out. Okay, let's keep it moving.
That's right. I remember that.
Right.
Yeah.
So that was by divine design.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So yes, in terms of the line, the year that we were on, the academic school year, I mean, you know, just like now, we frame it in a way where we're young, we're impressionable. You know, so many young people, when you go away to college, that in and of itself is a rite of passage.
Yeah.
But when you come and you're questioning, you know, your identity and what you believe and how, you know, what you associate with, what kind of groups you associate with. So this was a really important time in all of our lives. And the 25 women, biggest line ever, probably, of Nzinga women came together, and, you know, everybody had a different story about their life. That's
right. Oh my God.
The rituals and the things that we experienced together really helped us to develop this not a codependency, but an interdependency.
Absolutely.
Right. And to, you know, use each other, you know, as a ladder to, you know, to get over situations.
Absolutely.
So, and I know the lines are still doing that.
Right.
And that they're still operating within that spirit. So just wanted to make sure we didn't forget that.
Yep, absolutely.
Name.
Absolutely. And you know, I think another thing that's important there to really speak about too was just the ways in which, you know, we didn't really even know how revolutionary we were.
Right.
I mean, you know, we just didn't know, you know, and I remember us sitting in my office, you know, in Haven Warren. Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Are you still in that same office?
No.
Where are you now?
Oh no, I have a whole nother office with windows and everything now.
Oh,
I absolutely do. But see, one of the things I wanted to say out loud too that I think is so powerful is when y'all came back, and when I remember we went to ITC, we went everywhere trying to find some women who would help us, right?
Yes.
One of the things that was a transformative moment for me is when the two of you said, hey, listen, yeah, we know you're a man, but so what? Right? We need this, and we can do this. You know, we can. And I remember so well both y'all saying, listen, if you'd walk with us, we'll follow you. Right? That was so, because the truth of the matter is, even in ancient days, y'all, the truth is, really seriously, we really have improved upon something that even our elders, where I think our elders and our ancient ones could have done better. And that is to teach women to follow men and men to follow women too. You know, as a simultaneous kind of symbiotic culture, so that in this notion of Nzinga and Ndugu, we build a community, but it's not one where all the women are following all the men. Right. And so, and so this birthing of Nzinga that allowed us to create a community and a council that governed both Ndugu and Nzinga, both men and women. It was completely revolutionary.
Mm-hmm.
It really, really, really was.
And I think it's important too to add to the point you just made, Dr. Black, and that is Black folk have had to work with what they have.
That's right.
This is
That's
kind
right.
of like our thing. We got to
That's
work
right.
with what we got.
Yes.
That's
And
right.
so we did not have someone who could fill that gap.
That's right.
We had an elder, a person who identified themselves as a leader, was not shy about that, and
That's
who
right.
embraced that role.
That's right.
Important.
That's
and
right.
Somebody also too who during that time and now who had enough energy.
That's right.
Both.
That's right. That's right.
Who wasn't hyper masculine.
Right.
And who wasn't going to be, misogynistic or something like that.
That's right.
That could hold the space for both to kind of be ushered through.
That's right.
So I think Asi too and I, even though we were young, I think we recognized that and we trusted.
Ashe.
We trusted you.
Ashe.
Trusted you.
Ashe.
I think that if, we had not seen Ndugu and we had not seen and you weren't young and fresh yourself, little tender thing. If you wasn't yourself, we might have had, might have been like, I don't know, we might need to keep working hard. But I think we also felt a sense of urgency too.
That's right.
We felt like time was of the essence.
That's right.
And we wanted to start making history immediately.
That's right. That's right. That's right. That's absolutely right. And time was of the essence. Time was of the essence in ways that we didn't really even recognize. Now again, looking back, we were really light years ahead of most other folks. And and there were other rites of passage organizations in Atlanta, but they were so misogynistic and so patriarchal and so problematic in so many ways. And all of us were like, no, we're not doing that. And so doing this, and creating this together. And just as y'all trusted me, I trusted you, because what's really true is, at 27, I took a lot of risks as a young professor.
Oh, yes, you did. Look, you weren't even tenured yet.
No, I wasn't.
Right.
I was not. I was not at all. And folks would ask me all the time, what are you doing with them children out there at that tree?
Right. Right. That's right.
But what most people don't know is we walked each other through difficulties. We studied together. We took trips together. Y'all stayed at my house just so many times. I mean, there are ways that we literally, y'all were family for me.
Family. Tribe.
Yes.
Tribe.
Yes.
Tribe, for sure. Oh, my God. That's so crazy.
Asi, too, you want to come in and say anything? You want to start? Because I'm looking at the time. How are we looking on time?
Yes. Yeah, how are we with time, Baba?
We got a good 15 more minutes.
Okay.
Well.
So did you talk about what Isoke meant?
Isoke.
Mm-hmm.
Isoke.
So we crossed. Look. So we got through all those rituals.
We crossed.
That's right.
First of Nzinga crosses in the spring of 95.
That's right. That's right.
In the spring of 95, yes. In front of the whole community.
The whole community. The whole school.
Yes. We were in front of the tree. We had drummers. It was beautiful.
It was.
And our parents were there.
That's right.
I reflected on it, and I was thinking, this journey that we have walked, some of our parents were there, some of our families, most of our families were there. But, we've had support from our families with Nzinga, and some people didn't have support with
That's right. That's right.
And you have to be very aware that the journey that you take is yours to take. It is yours to take. And so Isoke was so appropriate for us. All of us were buzzing with excitement to find out what our new name was going to be.
Yes.
And when we heard it, we all just exploded with joy. It means we asked God, and she gave it to us.
Yeah.
And that is just the epitome of, like you had mentioned before, Baba, the blood, the sweat, the tears.
That's right.
The sacrifice.
That's right.
All of it was wrapped up in that name. It is wrapped up in that name, Isoke. We asked, and it was given to us. And You know,
Wow.
it's the icing on the cake.
It
It's
is.
the icing on the cake.
It
Because we
is.
asked and it was given to us.
That's right.
We worked for that.
That's right.
Not for Nzinga
That's right.
born.
That's right. That's
Yeah,
right.
we birthed that thing.
That's right. Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah.
Even the what was the at the 48-hour ritual, if my mind is correct, we did we developed
The pledge.
we developed the oath.
Yes.
The pledge.
The pledge.
The pledge.
That's
every
right.
Sister, and for those of you who don't know, every sister has a line.
Yeah.
From that oath.
Yeah.
Every 25 of us has a sentence from that oath.
Yep.
Contributed something to that oath.
That's right.
And I don't know. It's just really special. It's just really special.
It's priceless. It really, 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 really is priceless, ladies. It really is priceless. We did something priceless. And I always think about just the pride the ancestors must have, that we just took the risks we took. Just unbelievable.
I don't know how it happened, but it did. It just was.
It did.
It's just so amazing.
Yeah.
It's so amazing that it happened in the way that it happened. That, you know, and Dia and I met. And Dia, you didn't say this, but you came from Germany to LA.
Right.
You know, you remember that, right?
Right.
She was a military kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and I was studying music, and she came and studied music, and we just clicked immediately, and then moved to Atlanta. Like, yeah, let's go to Atlanta.
That's right.
You know, and it was just divine.
It was divine.
How it all happened.
Unbelievable.
And then we met you, Dr. Black. You know, and the rest is history.
And the rest is history. Wow.
The rest is history. So we don't want this broadcast to end without us. We want to honor every Isoke. We want to call their names.
Ashe.
Yes.
We've already shared our names, Asitu Isoke and Dia Isoke, but we want to call the remaining 23 names. And so we'd like to move to that at this time.
Ashe. Ashe.
Okay. So, you know, I have my gourd here.
Yes. Yes. Come on, ladies.
I'm going to share this we're going to share this responsibility together. Asitu, do you want to say something? You want to set the atmosphere?
Yes. In the spirit of Nzinga, I just want to say that we are rich in relationship. We have overcome so very much. We've overcome trauma, separation, suffering, but we have a love for each other that has endured over time.
Absolutely.
Together.
Absolutely.
And that love still remains, brothers and sisters. We cherish the time that we had together, and we honor that bond and collective ancestry that we have, that we all share. Mm-hmm. And we continue to share it today and forever. Mm-hmm. Those ancestors that we called around that tree, they still smile.
That's right.
We honor their memory.
Yes. Yes, Ashe.
We honor their memory. We honor those who are coming and those who have gone before us. Mm-hmm. And the creator, that force that brought us together back in 1994 and 95. We still run our race.
That's right. That's right.
And we still pass our baton.
That's right. That's right.
We are warrior women. We are survivors. And we live on through the women who came and who come after us. Those women stand on our shoulders. And this is why we are here, to honor the first, the Isokes. We ask God for us.
Yes.
And she gave it to us.
Yes. Yes, yes, yes.
Ashe.
Ashe. Ashe. Ashe.
All right. I go. Mother,
Amen.
Father God,
Yes.
we thank you for this moment in time.
Absolutely.
We thank you that Dr. Black heeded the call. Asitu and myself, we put the energy out, and he was a willing participant, and we thank God for that. So to that we say Ashe.
Ashe. Ashe.
We're going to call on every Isoke at this time. We're going to share
Yes.
this calling of their names. So first, I pour libation, and I say thank you for Aye Isoke.
Ashe.
Ashe. I call on Ayodele Isoke.
Ashe.
I call on Dalia Isoke.
Ashe.
Ashe. I call on Agioma Isoke.
Ashe.
I call on Jaha Isoke.
Yes. Ashe.
Ashe. I call on Lololi Isoke.
Ashe.
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 I call on Migozo Isoke.
Ashe.
Ashe. I call on Modupe Isoke.
Ashe.
Ashe.
I call on Nakpangi Isoke.
Ashe.
Ashe. I call on Nini Isoke.
Ashe.
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 I call on Njeri Isoke.
Yes. Ashe.
Ashe. I call on Nkechi Isoke.
Yes.
Ashe.
Ashe.
I call on Nobantu Isoke.
Yes. Ashe. Yes.
Ashe. I call on Notobiko Isoke. Ashe.
Ashe.
I call on Nozolo Isoke.
Yes. Ashe.
Ashe. I call on Okolo Isoke.
Ashe. Ashe.
I call on Omolara
Yes.
Isoke.
Ashe.
Ashe. I call on Pepukaye Isoke.
Ashe.
Ashe.
I call on Ramia Isoke.
Ashe.
Ashe. I call on Sakaye Isoke.
Ashe.
Ashe.
I call on Tokozile.
Yes. Ashe.
Ashe. I call on Zenzile Isoke.
Ashe.
Ashe.
And I call on the longest standing Isoke that is still very active with the organization
That's right.
today, who serves in the leadership role as an Umi.
That's right.
Call on last but not least is Bahati Rukaya Najuma Isoke.
Yes. Woo, 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 woo. Ashe.
I want to acknowledge Bahati. She has been holding the space for the Isokes.
That's
as
right.
An active member of Nzinga. And we also want to acknowledge there were two women who during the Isoke line, Sister Jude. And Sister Ibiwumi.
Yes.
Ashe.
Ashe.
We
Ashe.
want to acknowledge the first children of Isoke.
That's right.
Who crossed the same time that their mothers crossed.
Literally.
So we call on Kamau, who
Yes.
is the son of Okolo Isoke.
Ashe.
God bless him. We call on
Elijah.
Ashe. Who is the son of Migozo Isoke. God
Yes.
bless him.
Yes.
And we call on Niambi, who
Yes.
is the daughter of Ndaye Isoke.
Yes.
So we want to acknowledge the current leadership. We know that the Nzinga lineage is still going strong.
Strong.
So we want to acknowledge Umi Mawu.
Yes. Ashe.
Umi Nazapa,
Ashe.
Umi Chinasa.
Yes.
And Umi Atita.
Yes.
God bless you on the work that you're doing.
Ashe.
We continue to
Ashe.
Nzinga alive. And to you, Dr. Black.
Yes, ma'am.
Baba, who continues to carry this on your shoulders. This is all of our legacy, but this is perhaps your greatest legacy.
Yes, ma'am.
Your greatest legacy.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
They are all your children. You don't have any biological children of your own, but you have hundreds and hundreds of spiritual children who I think you said some time ago, if we checked our blood, we just might find that we are biologically related.
Well.
God might just work that thing out. So in that spirit, we say Ashe.
Ashe.
We love you. We appreciate you. We thank you.
Absolutely.
For the work you did then and for the work that you're doing now. And we intend to remain connected.
Absolutely.
We know that this work that we started in 94, and as the work continues, even with our children and our children's children, that seed is still multiplying.
Oh my God.
So anytime someone makes a decision to participate in an organization such as this, just understand that you are impacting your lineage.
That's right.
Impacting your DNA.
That's right.
The atmosphere. You
That's
are
right.
in your own way making a commitment to break generational curses and to look at yourself and your life
Ashe.
and your family through an African lens.
That's right.
That is revolutionary in and of itself.
Absolutely.
We give thanks for the revolution that we began back in 94, and we give thanks for how it continues to move.
That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right.
So I just want to say thank you for having us, Dr. Black, Baba Omotocho, and we're just humbled to be a part of this great history. We thank you for not writing us out of history. We want to be remembered and
Absolutely.
part of
Absolutely.
Because we know Black folks, a lot of times we have a hard time. We have a strong verbal history, oral history.
Right.
We don't always do a good job of writing things down.
That's right.
Well.
That's
so
right.
We want the women to be remembered.
Absolutely.
So thank you for this moment in time.
And let me say, ladies, thank you for what you did, both in terms of Nzinga, but also thank you for what you have done in your extended lives as well. You all have taken. What's so funny, y'all know what's really so funny, is every time I run into anybody who's ever journeyed, everybody remembers humility, wisdom, spirituality. Do you know the legacy we have created?
Yes.
It's just so remarkable. There are people who call me and say, if I didn't know humility, I would have done such and such and such and such, right? These principles like literally saved my life, you know. And one thing I think I've never said aloud that I'm absolutely going to say in this moment that is so beautiful. And again, I feel like this context really just helps me. And that is, I was designed in a particular kind of way as a man. You're right. I wasn't hyper masculine. I wasn't all of that. And I certainly had, feminine ways and tendencies, etc. But that really ended up serving me to be able to do this kind of thing. Right? The flexibility, right, of my own being, right, was so very helpful in this. But what's true, and IC2 was saying it is not true that all parents were gung-ho about this when we started this. Right? In fact, if I could tell you some things parents said to me back then, if I could tell you some ways I got cussed out, folks, like literally, where the fuck is my daughter? What is she doing at your house overnight? Like, it was, it was really
the cult and the tree.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Oh my God. This thing was paid for, baby.
Yes, it was.
It really, it really, truly was. And I'm just so glad that both of you can make it here, because hearing this story, it makes me teary, right? Because we did awesome. We did some awesome work. And it's so important for everybody to know your faces and to know your names. So that when people see, I want people to say, oh my God, that's Asitu. Oh my God, that's Ndai. That's critical. That's critical, because this history not only is important to get it right, but it's also important for it to go into the record so that future generations understand this is how you build institution. This is how you do it. If y'all remember, listen, we loaned each other money. We ate together. Oh my God. It was some of everything. Me and Taye, were talking about this the other week. Oh my God. It was really tribe for on every level.
Yeah. Yes. And when you're away, for those who weren't with their family, away from school, you're already looking for a tribe anyway.
That's right.
So this fit that gap. This fit that gap for a lot of us. But then it did a step more in that it brought that African world view.
It did.
You had to want an African world view.
You did.
You came
right.
to it, and you just had just a little bit of African view, like your eye was just kind of a little bit open like this. By the time that academic year was over, both of your eyes were open.
It's true.
And if nothing else, you were you crossed over that threshold, understanding that everything that I see and do and the way I think, I can question it.
That's right. And
I can have some dialogue about that.
That's right.
Whether it's how I identify my religion, how I identify my whatever. I can question it.
That's absolutely right.
And Nzinga was definitely a safe space for Black women, young women.
That's right.
Who were still discovering who they were, to come together and have some serious knockdown, drag out conversations.
Serious ones, and we had them.
That's true.
We had them, and it's so funny you say that, Ndai, because what that really did is it very intentionally pushed our growth in very intentional, conscious ways that was far beyond the average student.
Yes.
Far, far beyond the average student in terms of just consciousness. You know, I remember that so very, very, very well. And yes, the midnight conversations we had, oh my God, the arguments we had, the debates we had, the laughter, oh my God, the laughter. It literally is a joy. It's a joy in my memory, like I cannot explain to you. The laughter, the fun we had together. Oh my God. Oh my God. You know, and I'll tell God to God's face, I gave everything I had, you know, literally. And I don't even know if y'all remember this, you know, but when you all crossed, I ordered your cloth straight from Africa. I did.
I didn't know that.
I did. And
and I can't let this look. I'm so glad you said that. That was divine.
Yes, there it is. That's right. I did.
Up on here, that's it.
Come on, that's it. And come on. And I paid an entire month's paycheck for that cloth. Because, you know, back then we didn't have crossing fees.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
No, we didn't.
No.
And y'all do now.
We do.
Hey.
We do.
Yes.
We do.
Yes.
But it not only was it worth it, but it was something that I feel like the ancestors were saying, yes, y'all. Come on, y'all.
Yeah.
You know, and
Bring your children home. Here we are in the epicenter of Black academia. You know,
Yes.
Clark, Morehouse, Spelman, and
Morris Brown.
that's
Morris
right.
Brown.
That's right.
And, you know, it was definitely a calling to come back home. I mean, because we know as we've gotten older, we've done more research. We know these are extensions of ancient practices.
That's right.
Passages.
That's right.
And our principles are extensions of the principles of Ma'at. So
Absolutely.
Absolutely. We're reconnecting and remembering.
Literally. Absolutely.
And so, you know,
Absolutely.
it was just our era.
It
the
was.
90s.
It was.
All other kind of stuff going on, and we chose to be right where we were.
That's right. And I had just finished a PhD in African American studies, right? I think there were like 3 of us in the entire country at that time, literally. And I was one of those 3, right?
Come on now.
At Clark Atlanta. And then, you know, so all of it was divinely orchestrated. All of it was divinely ordered,
Yeah.
you know, and then the way the brothers and the sisters, the way, you know, Ndugu and Nzinga coexisted and chilled together and worked together and laughed together and then start crossing together. Oh my God. I feel like we have literally resurrected what the ancestors dreamed on this side of the Atlantic. And ladies, I could never thank you enough. I can never honor you enough. I can never bow before you enough. You two were just so fundamentally, they're just the cornerstone and just such amazing Black women who said, hey, let's just take a risk. Let's take a risk. And if it's going to be a man who helps us do it, then be a man and come on. And we still going to be some women and we going to make this work. We going to make this do. And to say, okay, well, let's go. I mean, again, the 3 of us signed contracts in the spirit.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, that the spirit has completely honored. So ladies, I honor you. I love you. I thank you. I bow before you.
Love and appreciate you, Baba.
Thank
Absolutely.
you. Thank you, Baba.
Absolutely.
Thank you for having us.
Yes, ladies. And I'm going to put this on Facebook and everywhere I know in the world.
And I want to give a shout out to my mama, who I know is watching.
Yes.
Queenie.
Hey, Mom.
What's some comments? What's some stuff?
Oh my God. People are saying, oh my God, this is unbelievable. This history is beautiful. Oh my God. Thank God that you all were bold. They said professors need to get paid more. Wow. Bahati is on here saying, oh my God, wow. People are saying, oh my God, what a joy to remember. And one person said, to hear men and women speak of this together is something I've never heard. That's powerful.
Wow. Yes.
That's powerful. Wow.
Yes.
That's right. And people are saying just so beautiful to hear this history and this Ife said, I just wept. Umi Nazapa said, yeah, Umi Nazapa said, yeah, wow. Umi Nazapa said, thank you, 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 thank you. Wow. Wow. Wow.
I do say thank you guys.
Wow.
Thank you
so much.
Wow.
And thank you, Baba, for coming to a HBCU, because we know you from other places.
Ma'am.
Coming to
and staying with us and staying
with your people.
Wow. Wow.
Yes.
Wow. Yes, ma'am.
We understand the significance of that. So
yes.
God bless you for that.
Ashe.
Yeah.
Ashe. Ashe. Ladies, I love you dearly. I love you dearly.
Thank you.
We'll talk to y'all soon.
Bye.
All right.
Bye, y'all.
Love you too, girl.
I love you.
Love you
See you
too.
tomorrow.
Yes. 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 Wow. Ooh, my God. Y'all press share so everybody can hear this story. Y'all just press share, right? If you can, just press share, right? So everybody can hear this story. Thank y'all for, oh my God. Y'all, what we have done, what we have done, what we have done, what we have done, the price we paid to, ooh, this thing about to take me out. Ooh, y'all, if I cry, y'all forgive me. You have no idea the price that was paid for this. You have no idea. But we must be clear that we are worth it. Black people and black children are worth the price of institution building. Black people and black children and, quite frankly, human beings are worth the price of institution building. Thank y'all so much for being on here today. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Hug a black woman. Hug a black woman. Hug a black woman and simply say thank you. I love y'all so much. See you here next week. Bye-bye.